Xiao Zhan's road to counterattack. The amazing secrets behind the support of CCTV and the hot social discussion. Xiao Zhan switched from the design industry to the entertainment industry, and experienced ups and downs. After becoming popular with The Untamed, he encountered a storm of public opinion. Later, he switched to drama to hone his acting skills, filmed movies in a low-key manner and released music albums, becoming a hot star. Stick to your beliefs, move forward courageously, and live a wonderful life. In the lively world of the entertainment industry, Xiao Zhan's story is extremely legendary, and it makes people feel excited when they hear it. You know, he was not a star who stood in the spotlight from the beginning. He was born in Chongqing in 1991. The place was hot and the street snacks were so delicious that people drooled. When he was young, he often wondered if he could bring some happiness to people one day. But to be honest, who would have thought that his dream when he was young was to make a big splash in the design industry? But when he finally graduated from college, life gave him a big turn. The talent show was like a mysterious invitation letter, introducing him to the completely unfamiliar entertainment industry. At the beginning, Xiao Zhan was like a kid who had just learned to ride a bicycle, stumbling and full of hope. "Do you think this kid can do it?" a friend once asked beside him. Some people were looking forward to it, while others were skeptical. But Xiao Zhan knew in his heart that he couldn't back down. So he began to practice hard in the practice room, day and night. Every time he looked at himself in the mirror, he kept repeating in his heart, "I can do it." After the show ended, he successfully debuted as a group. As soon as he showed his face, everyone's eyes were focused. "This guy is not bad." At that time, many people in the circle praised him, but the good times did not last long. In 2018, he was just a small role that flashed by in the movie, Monster Hunt 2, and didn't even say a line. This made Xiao Zhan very angry. "No one saw me much, it was really a waste of time." He thought so in his heart. But he never gave up, and felt that every time he appeared in front of the camera was a precious opportunity. Later in 2019, The Untamed came, and Xiao Zhan was chosen to play Wei Wuxian. Hey, it was really well received at that time. When the show just started, the enthusiasm of the audience was like a volcanic eruption, instantly pushing him to the top of the traffic. And even his partner Wang Yibo became the center of the topic. But there are unexpected changes in the world. When Xiao Zhan's career was at its peak, he was caught in a sudden storm of public opinion. He was simply stepping on empty air. He gritted his teeth, and his heart was filled with reluctance and helplessness. This is how society is. Once the limelight is over, it becomes cold in an instant. The care of his friends made him feel warm, but the pressure from the outside world was like a heavy burden, which made him breathless. At this time, Xiao Zhan decided to take a different approach and switch to the stage of drama. To be honest, who would have thought that this kid's hard work in drama would make him have a qualitative leap in acting? During rehearsals, he was like a pious student, and he was so serious that he didn't miss any details. Seeing how devoted he was, some of his friends even teased him, "Why don't you just play Shakespeare?" He responded cheerfully, "No, I have to get my role right first." As time went on, he gradually came out of the haze, and he also knew in his heart that traffic is a tide, with ups and downs. And only works can take root. In 2021, he began to lie low and shoot quietly. He has collaborated with Yang Zi, Bai Baihe and others, and the charm of the role has become more and more mature. The warmth in his eyes makes people want to say, "This guy is such a good actor." Just when everyone thought he was starting over, there was another wave of surprises. After the release of his first solo music album, it immediately caused an uproar. "Hey, I didn't expect this kid to sing well," and he actually melted the hearts of many fans. Later, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, was scheduled for the Spring Festival, which was simply explosive news. Major media rushed to report, and even the People's Daily came to support him, and the atmosphere was in full swing. Back then, he was an unknown little transparent, but now he has become a hot star. Time has made him more mature, and now he is no longer the young man who has just started out. Every step he takes is like writing a legend. After going through ups and downs, he is still firm in his beliefs and moves forward courageously. Finally, I think that our generation must have the courage to pursue our dreams. Just like Xiao Zhan's journey, it is really touching. No one can tell how the future will go, but one thing is certain, as long as you stick to your beliefs and have a dream in your heart, you will definitely find the path that belongs to you. Just like Xiao Zhan, living every moment into a wonderful life, Xiao Zhan's position in the entertainment industry has always attracted much attention. His rise is not only due to his outstanding talent and hard work, but also due to the principles and values he adheres to. Those who once criticized and questioned him were gradually slapped in the face by his actual actions and excellent results. And recognized a Xiao Zhan who was not easily knocked down. His success and persistence prove that the efforts and dreams of others should not be easily denied. And everyone is qualified to pursue their own future. Xiao Zhan is well aware of the support and trust of his fans, so when facing external pressure, he always relies on his strength to give back to the fans' deep affection. Whether it is from his music works to the performance of film and television dramas, Xiao Zhan is constantly breaking through himself and winning more recognition with practical actions. He also knows that the support of fans is not only emotional recognition, but also a witness and companionship of his growth every step of the way. Xiao Zhan also knows how to protect himself and defend his own rights and interests. In the face of false slander and attacks, he chose to fight back with legal weapons, showing his maturity and rationality. This is not only a protection of personal image, but also a responsibility to all those who pay attention to him. Through practical actions, he tells everyone that respecting others and safeguarding their legitimate rights and interests are qualities that everyone should have. Xiao Zhan's success is not only reflected in his career achievements, but also in his attitude of insisting on himself and defending his dignity. His experience has provided many people with inspiration to stick to their dreams and treat people with integrity. And also allowed fans to find strength and role models in him. During the promotion of the movie, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, Xiao Zhan's performance amazed the audience. Especially when his horse training video in the movie was exposed, it was as if a breeze blew away all the doubts and haze. Some unfriendly voices that may have existed before seemed to disappear quietly at this moment. This horse training video not only shows a skill display or shooting highlights of Xiao Zhan in the movie, but also a microcosm of his full dedication during the filming of the film. Through this video, the audience can see Xiao Zhan's deep understanding and dedication to the role. He not only presents the realism of the role through his own efforts, but also shows his professionalism and determination to constantly break through himself through difficult actions such as horse training himself. This kind of dedication from the inside out makes Xiao Zhan's performance in the movie more vivid and three-dimensional, and also makes the fit between him and the role more perfect. Xiao Zhan's performance in the film also surprised many people who once doubted him. Through such actual performance, Xiao Zhan proved his multifaceted talents and high professionalism to everyone. Whether it is challenging difficult action scenes or showing deep and delicate emotions in the play, he has done it meticulously and responded to all the voices from the outside world with his actual actions. Xiao Zhan once again proved his strength through this performance, and also made fans and audiences full of more expectations for him. With the release of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, Xiao Zhan's acting career will undoubtedly usher in more highlights. The crew of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, has put in a lot of effort and hard work to present the most shocking pictures. Especially in the cooperation between people and horses, the crew knows that the interaction between actors and horses in the film must reach the perfect human-horse unity realm, especially in the war scenes, requiring the movements of horses and actors to be precisely coordinated. Whether it is a galloping scene or a fierce combat scene, it is necessary to achieve seamless cooperation and present a real visual effect. In order to achieve this, the crew specially arranged more than 2 months to give the actors and horses enough time to train and run in. Such an arrangement is not only a fine polishing of the details of the film, but also a persistent pursuit of high-quality films. Whether it is equestrian action training or emotional communication between actors and horses, the crew strives to be perfect. All this effort is to ensure that every battle and every horse gallop in the movie can show the most shocking visual effects. bringing a double visual and emotional impact to the audience. Through such meticulous preparation, the crew not only ensured the tacit cooperation between Xiao Zhan and the horse, but also added a lot of realism and shock to the film. Such detail control is an important reason why the film can achieve a high level of production quality. And it also reflects the crew's investment and professionalism in every work. Undoubtedly, this movie will present an unforgettable picture to the audience, showing a magnificent scene of human-horse unity. In the production process of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero, every member of the crew adhered to extremely high standards and the attitude of striving to be the king of the role. From the director to the leading actor, to every staff member of the crew, everyone went all out and strived to achieve every detail to the extreme. Whether it is the adjustment of the actor's state, the arrangement of the shooting environment, the accurate capture of the lens, or the color matching of the picture, every link has been carefully polished to strive to present the most perfect effect. Especially in the selection of horses, the crew also showed a unique intention. Horses are not a simple prop in the movie, but an important element in building the story's emotions and battle scenes with the actors. In order to ensure that each horse can have a high degree of tacit understanding with the actors, the crew spent a lot of time and energy on selection. After careful selection, they finally chose the horse that best suited the needs of the film. This pursuit of details reflects the crew's rigorous attitude in every link. They did not lower the requirements because the horses were only auxiliary elements, but regarded them as one of the keys to the success or failure of the film. This kind of all-out and excellence-seeking production attitude is lacking in many crews. Through strict requirements for every little detail, the crew ensured the overall quality of the film and created a work with great visual impact and emotional depth. This kind of professionalism and pursuit of perfection undoubtedly laid a solid foundation for